Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Mike Meyer. Welcome again to Tennis Inside Out. It's the men's third quarterfinals of the Miami Open between Frances Tiafoe and Jannik Sinner. Let's start off with Tiafoe. How has he been performing? Well, I think the decision last year to mix up the team, bring in new coaches, has done well for him. He's definitely improved a lot in terms of consistency. He's looking sharper around the court. His movement is better. And he's finishing off points where I think last year he couldn't really convert when he was in the lead. So this is fantastic. I think for Franz Tiafoe, it's not too much of a surprise. Not too long ago, back in February, he was in the final of Acapulco, lost to an Italian there, Cobolli, but he's performing well. He's on the level I think that he wants to be. Jannik Sinner, I think, is also on a little upper. Maybe that defeat in the semi-finals of the Australian Open was hard to deal with. He struggled thereafter a little bit in Doha. I thought he was a little bit inconsistent. Still up there as one of the best in the world, obviously. But I think an injection of confidence after winning Indian Wells has propelled him forward in getting to the quarterfinals of this tournament. He's looking sharp. I think that serve is looking good. Ground strokes are pretty good as well. And I think, though, Frances Tiafoe is going to have a tough one. Even though he's improved a lot, he's in that space that he was back in 2021, perhaps even 2022, where he was performing his best. He's had a dipper for a while, and I think last year it's just something he wants to forget. But if you look at the head-to-head results, Jannik Sinner is ahead, and 4 matches to 1. Every single one of these matches have been played on hard court. The first 4 encounters were, however, indoor. And the last time they played, Jannik Sinner got the better of the American in Cincinnati. It was also a Masters. I was in the final back in 2024. It was the only time out of the 5 times that these two have met that there was a tiebreak. Jannik Sinner won that final 7-6, 6-2. You have to go all the way back to 2021 when Frances Tiafoe beat the Italian. That was in the semi-finals, an indoor hard court tournament in Austria, in Vienna. That took 3 sets. He was 1 set down, came back to win that. But it's also a different Jannik Sinner. It's now 2026. Time has moved on, and I feel now, looking at the draw, there are only 6 men left. We already have a semi-final. Lehechka is one of those players. The semi-final, he will be playing Atrofis, but in these last 2 quarterfinal matches, it feels as though Sinner should progress. And who knows what can happen between Cerundolo and Zverev. But when I look at the remaining players, I feel the door is wide open for Jannik Sinner to walk through, to get up on that podium and lift this trophy in 2026. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but there are some big names that have been knocked out. There are some great players still in the draw that are performing well. I think one person in particular that's really impressing me is Atrofis. That's for another day. Jannik Sinner has stepped on court. Players are getting ready to warm up. They'll be flicking the coin, deciding whether they're going to be serving, returning very soon. What I expect from Tiafoe, I think it's going to work well for him if he can be more aggressive. I know Yannick Sinner has very good passing shots, but he has shown weaknesses in, especially on the backhand side, trying to pass the net player. And I can imagine Tiafoe using his strength, using his forehand to dominate as often as possible. If he needs to run around the backhand, if he's in a forehand cross-court duel, I think he's going to go for Yannick Sinner's backhand. I'm pretty sure many coaches out there and players have been watching the footage. It's probably the only weakness that I see right now in Yannick Sinner. Forehand is starting to find good form with the forehand. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Tiafoe needs to get to the net. I think that's going to really make a difference. He's looking sharper. He's looking good at the net. He must mix it up if he wants to have a chance of beating Yannick Sinner. Serve and volley, that could be an option as well. I was reliving a few points there when he beat Yannick Sinner in Vienna. He was trying to come to the net as often as possible as well. But that's in the past, right? We've moved on since then. Stunning conditions in Miami. Weather is great. I expect from both players big serves. I expect high percentage of first serves going in. And I think this is where Yannick Sinner's been edging Tiafoe in the stats. If any one of them just had to drop a little bit, I think they will struggle. When it comes to the returning department, I think Sinner's just a little bit better. He's converting more often the breakpoint opportunities he gets when he's returning. I think that's also one thing that I've noticed since Australian Open, maybe even Doha, because that's where I thought he had a bit of a dipper. That he's getting more returns in, and it feels like he's building it up. Yannick Sinner in the match, gaining more confidence as the match progresses, just getting more aggressive, hitting harder, and I expect the same from Tiafoe. I think both players are going to go hard in that second serve. I can imagine both players are intelligent enough to be implementing the body serve, perhaps. But if they're really cooking with those serves, I think they might even try to, push a little more, go for the lines, and open up the court. Just looking at some stats right now, Tiafoe's at the net. It's his serve that's really on top, 8.0 in statistics over the last year. Just warming up the smashes, or trying to. Sinner has to give nice balls. How exciting, how exciting. Oh, wow, look at that. Ashley's in the chat. Tiafoe has 248 wins. Tiafoe has 248 wins. Does he? Did I get that wrong? It says on ATP. Ah, my bad. Maybe you're right. Sinner is a goat. Sanjay is in. Hello, hello. 248. Sinner is now at the net, warming up. Ah, yes, you're right. How did I get that wrong? Thank you, Ashley, for that. Bit of a typo from my side. I do apologize. Nevertheless, he's still in the quarterfinals. That's 248 wins, excluding the last 3 rounds. That's one thing I know. A lot of these stats gets updated once the tournament is over. Just warming up the serve still. Tiafoe is happy with what he's experiencing. So is Sinner. Ah, stunning weather today. So Sinner will be serving. And Tiafoe gets us underway. First return is long. 15 love. Looked like a mishit return inside in from Sinner. The court is divided by shadow and by sunlight. Double hand backhand down the line is in the tram lines from Yannick Sinner. He was standing 3/4 court on his backhand side. First serve attempt out wide, ends in the tram lines. There we go. Second serve into the body. Not a bad return. Tiafoe. Yeah, I couldn't really deal with that. But either it was right on the edge of the shadow going into the sun. Misread it. But I think it was also a combination of a very good return from the Italian. Kick into the body. Sinner had to move to the forehand side to make space with that backhand. They're in a forehand cross court duel. Looking for the heavy forehand topspin Tiafoe cross court. He only managed to find the court behind the baseline. 30 all. First serve hits the top of the net. It goes long. Second serve. 40-30. First serve down the middle of the court. Not a bad return from Sinner. Opens up the court to hit the backhand, to hit his forehand down the line on the backhand side. Not a bad lob from Tiafoe, but it goes out. It's a short return. Tiafoe. Not a bad approach down the middle of the court. But his backhand volley was short on the service line. And Yannick Sinner has a huge advantage. I was thinking if that was going to happen. It's just too bad that the backhand volley wasn't very well executed from Tiafoe. But sometimes it's a good idea to approach down the very middle of the court. It doesn't allow the opponent standing on the baseline to find angles. The lob is probably the best option when it comes to that. Let first serve. Seven to the backhand. Tiafoe is now under pressure. Good drop shot. Well, it wasn't really a drop shot. That's a drop shot from Tiafoe. He's lobbed, lands on the baseline. Tiafoe hoists the ball up on the service line. Sinner smashes straight at Tiafoe, tries to go cross court with the backhand. He finds the net. The first break. Still early days. But that was a tough one to deal with for the American. Oh, ace down the middle of the court. Great way to start a service game. First serve into the net. He was trying to go into the backhand side of Tiafoe, which I think is going to happen quite often. Sinner's going to want to stay away from that forehand. Kick into the backhand. Aggressive return cross court. It goes again a second time. Sinner's under pressure. Big forehand cross court. What a passing shot on the run forehand. Wow. Tiafoe, I thought he was there. He might have thought it would have drifted out wide. Let's see. Nah, it was just too good. It was too good. Tiafoe even nodding his head. Beautiful contact. Both feet off the ground. Amazing. Mochova versus Coco. Can't wait, coach. Match should go 3 sets. What's your opinion? Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one because Coco Gauff has an incredible statistic against Mochova. She's never lost. But I think the way Mochova is playing right now, I think she could break this cycle. Oh, good return. He played the serve right onto Tiafoe's forehand, reading him like a book. An incredible passing shot. I think Tiafoe thought Sinner was going to run to the forehand side. The court was wide open. He just stood. He stayed where he was standing. An aggressive volley onto the backhand. What an angled backhand cross court. Well, Tiafoe is coming to the net, and Sinner is finding ways of winning the point. I think he's going to have to change his tactic very quickly, Tiafoe. It's the way it's looking now. It's not looking too good. I don't know if he can beat Sinner from the baseline. Gee whiz, what a forehand. What an aggressive play from Sinner. Just so impressive right now. They've only played 13 points and Sinner's won 10 of them. You see, that's the one that Tiafoe needed. Sinner thought he was going to go down the middle with the serve. Tiafoe went out wide, just missed the inner tram line. Kick into the body. Double hand, backhand, cross court in the tram lines. 15 all. I mean, the way it's looking right now, Tiafoe is going to struggle to break Jannik Sinner's serve. His conversion rate is not too bad. That was a good serve out wide. I don't know if the shadow is also contributing to that forehand. There was mishit, the forehand return from Jannik Sinner. $30-15. And great second serve, hard down the middle on the forehand. Forehand return in the net. First serve into the body this time. Sinner could only just take it back, get it back, and eventually Sinner hits it double and back and down the line, out. So 2-1. Sinner's got the break. I think he would be more than happy to continue this way. Amazing passing shots. I'm just thinking back, made a big difference. That's gonna probably for now cause a little bit of fear in the Tiafoe camp and as well for Francis, because it looks like he's trying to get to the net, but every time he keeps moving forward, he's having problems. He should try to bring Sinner forward. I don't see Jannik Sinner standing so far back, even if it's off the return of Jannik Sinner to play a drop shot. He comes straight forward, even if he's standing back. And again, starts with an ace. Wow. It's only his second service game and he's already 3 aces up. Tiafoe yet to get on the board. Kick out wide to the backhand. Tiafoe came forward inside the baseline to return that. That's the type of tennis he needs to play. Good aggressive backhand down the line, forcing Sinner to be sliding on the forehand side. He tried to hit that forehand. He knew Tiafoe was rushing the net. But I think that's probably the best way to get to the net. He needs to get more aggressive, needs to be more of a surprise attack. Can't be too predictable. Sinner can really eat up those scenarios. Kicks it right into the body, and the forehand return goes long. Something I predicted from both players. They're going to use that second serve to really jam the opponent on the forehand side, the backhand side, try get it into that belly button, or maybe the chest if they're using that kick serve. Second time now from the advantage court where Sinner's trying to go out wide with the first serve, just missing that corner. Second serve, this time onto the backhand, it's a short backhand return, cross court. Sinner hits the top of the net and it bounces back on his side. Unforced error, I would say. Zakia. Oh, this is difficult to pronounce. Zakiao Baid says hello. Hello to you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Tennis Inside Out. Let. First serve, there was an ace. I think Tiafoe thought I was going to go down the middle of the court. But he's got another first serve. He tries to go out wide, hits at the top of the net, comes back. Second serve onto the backhand. They're in a backhand cross-court duel now. Who's going to change it up first? They're still on the backhand side. This is now a mental battle. Inside in forehand. Misses the inner tram line. Tiafoe looked like he was just starting to grind his teeth. That was agonizingly close. So Zakiao Baid is on Tiafoe's side. Interesting. And there we go. Now he finally lands that first serve out wide with more angle. That was big. 1-3. Tiafoe has served. So into the rally. Drop shot from Sinner. Tiafoe disguises it, but it just popped up too high. Forehand winner down the line. Tiafoe was also trying to play the drop shot, but with more angle cross court. There, Sinner was disguising the double hand backhand, took the left hand off the racket to use a single hand backhand, but Tiafoe looked like he was going to play down the line and then just try to guide the ball almost like a pedal forehand cross court. Wow, that's a lot of winners already. 8 winners for Jannik Sinner, only 1 for Tiafoe. Serve out wide is returned cross court. Sinner is wrong footed with a forehand cross court winner. 30-15. It's going to be a good match. Have to agree with you. I'm just not sure it's going to go 3 sets. Right now, I mean, Sinner's got a good lead. Good return, pushing Tiafoe back. Tiafoe is creeping ever closer to the baseline. They're still in the backhand cross-court duel, backhand slice cross-court from both players. Now down the line from Tiafoe. Double hand backhand in the net. He was in a hurry to get to the other side after he hit that backhand slice down the line. You could see, knowing that the recovery position is on the due side, and it just looked a little bit like he was in panic stations. Senna went back down the line with a forehand, and I think just wasn't ready with the backswing. It was a little bit too late. Unforced error. 30-all. Body serve, attempted body serve is long. Kick into the backhand side, good inside in, backhand return. Sinner was losing his footing, had to let go of the racket. In the end, Tiafoe hit an unforced error, double hand backhand cross court. It's another breakpoint opportunity. Must feel like deja vu. It was like this in the opening game of this match. He has to go out wide. I mean, I'm looking at the shadow. He goes to the backhand side. Oh, first serve was long. Kick into the backhand side, more on the body. Sinner's just playing down the middle of the court. Tiafoe is trying to find the court, but he couldn't. It's another break, 4-1 for Jannik Sinner. Let's start a poll. Who do you think is going to win? Who will progress to the semi-finals? Will it be Tiafoe? Got a mountain to climb now. Or will it be my favorite? Looking at the draw, looking at the players who are left over. It's only 6. Got Cerundolo. We've got Zverev. That's the last quarterfinal. We've got these two that are playing right now. And there's a semi-final, Lehechka and Atrafis. He must be the favorite now. I'm sorry for all you Tiafoe fans, but he's got a real mountain to climb. And I'm just worried. It looks like Sinner is just at his best. Maybe that confidence has just elevated his game. First serve out wide. Great forehand return. Sinner had to get low, just couldn't get under the ball enough to hit his double hand backhand over the net. Love 15. And an ace out wide. 15 all. Looking all too easy for the Italian. Another ace. Make it 30-15. Looked more like a second serve. Took a lot of pace off. Was wanting to control that ball. More placement than anything else. And he does it again down the middle of the court. That short forehand drive volley inside in. Winner 40-15. Ooh, I'm afraid to say this match is looking good, but the spotlight and the camera is just zooming in to Jannik Sinner. I've always favored Jannik Sinner to do well on hard court. He had a bit of a dipper after Australian Open. Maybe even in Australian Open he wasn't doing too well, but he just hit double fault. First double fault for any of these two players. Oh, big first serve down the tee. Tiafoe can only hit his forehand return out wide. 1-5. Serve out wide, and to be honest, I couldn't even see where the ball landed. The shadow of the stadium is now covering the singles court, but on the deuce side. Oh, another passing shot from Jannik Sinner. Tiafoe approached with his backhand down the line. It wasn't great. It wasn't really down the line. It was a good idea, but it was too short. And that just it must have just bounced nicely for Sinner to pick his spot. And he glanced over to his team. This tactic is not being implemented very well. Another serve out wide. Another point for the American. Big serve into the body. Oh, what a forehand crunch. That forehand cross court with angle. Sinner was on his way to try get there, but he realized there was no chance. Once you get close to that service line and you're in a ground stroke, that's tough. That's normally a winner. And on this level, most definitely, there's so much more power behind these balls. Another body serve. Sinner's trying to get out the way. He did. Inside out forehand coming to the net. The whole court was so easy. Wide open. Just a dink volley, forehand volley winner, cross court. Tiafoe just took one step and gave up. Look at that. Net points won. Points at the net Tiafoe 0 out of 5. Sinner 5 out of 5. Tiafoe wins his game with an ace down the middle of the court. 7 games have gone by and we're almost at half an hour. I didn't think there was going to be another break, but Sinner has broken Tiafoe twice now in the set, which means the American has only been able to hold his service game on 50% of the occasions. It's not looking too good, but there's definitely fight. I'm guessing right now, yeah, it's difficult because it's almost like Sinner played the short ball on purpose. He probably feels so good in anticipating where Tiafoe is going to go with an approach shot. It seems like he's reading him like a book. So if he just guesses the right way, I think he's just got so much confidence. He feels he can pass Tiafoe easily. I think Tiafoe is going to do better if he's attacking from the baseline. Try to get the rally started, but be brave. He needs to go big if it's going to be off his backhand side, off his forehand side. I know Sinner's going to want to try stay on the American's backhand. He's not going to want to. He doesn't want the crowds in America to be entertained by Tiafoe's forehand. He can really cause a lot of damage. So Sinner's tactic is working well, just keeping Tiafoe's forehand out of the way. If he does go to the forehand, it's going to be aggressive. He's going to play really hard, so it doesn't allow Tiafoe to put pressure. Oh my gosh, just looking so good. Sinner starts with an ace out wide. Point 1 off the first serve, already 10 out of 11 for Sinner. Tiafoe 9 out of 16. That shows you how good Jannik Sinner is returning right now. But this serve is insane. Another ace out wide from the advantage court. How quick was that? I don't know if my question is going to be answered. It's not being revealed. Kick into the backhand. That was a... Oh, what was he trying to do there? That was a weak return. And Tiafoe just was almost like dancing in the three-quarter court. What was he trying to do there? Well, Jannik Sinner, it's just gone past half an hour, has 3 set points against the American Francis Tiafoe. Oh, the type of form Jannik Sinner is in. That should have probably been an ace down the middle of the court, but it's a second serve. Hard on the forehand return into the ground. It's 6-2, the first set. Man, that was quick. It's all Jannik Sinner. This is probably the best I've seen him play. Maybe even since, I don't know, I'm trying to think, maybe since last year. I didn't think he had a particularly great game against Djokovic in the Australian Open, and then he had a bit of a dipper, and yeah, he fought back. Indian Wells wasn't great, but I felt that like every game he was just getting better and better, and then he played a very informed Medvedev in the final of Indian Wells, and yeah, he definitely, I felt every round up to the final even he was playing better. But for me right now, this is stunning. This is a fantastic set. Everything he's touching is just so good. There's 1 or 2 unforced errors I remember where they were going long, and I think that's very important. I think he's been hitting the net too often, and that was a great set for Jannik Sinner. I like to put myself now in Tiafoe's shoes. What can he do to change this up? What can he do? He's gonna have to try something. And I'm thinking throwing in drop shots at the right time. I still want him to be more aggressive. He must stop rallying with Sinner too long. It's okay, maybe if he's hitting 3 balls in the rally, so maybe after 6 shots from both players, he needs to be brave. He needs to go big because Sinner is looking hot right now. It's, gosh, just like the weather, like the sun. He just can't miss. And it looks like the whole singles court is in the shadow of the stadium. It's just the outer tram line on Tiafoe's right-hand side that is in the sun. I think in a couple of minutes the whole court's going to be in shade. That's going to make for very interesting tennis. Even Stevens, no wind. It's a long rally, and Tiafoe was pushed a little bit more out wide on the forehand side. Couldn't control his forehand cross court. It was too long. Looked like he hit the ball late. First serve in the net, but that was quite low, maybe 3/4 up. Kick onto the backhand, return down the middle of the court, pushing Tiafoe back. Backhand's cross court. Backhand down the line. It looked like Sinner was stepping away from the ball. We're already thinking about getting to the recovery position. Whenever you hit a backhand or forehand down the line, you should be moving past the middle of the court to the other side. And I think at the pace that these two are hitting right now, they probably want to implement their movement to perfection, save time. Great return from Sinner. He was totally under pressure. Good serve out wide, but they're once again in the backhand cross-court duel. Oof. Backhand slice from Tiafoe. Made it difficult for himself, but he's in a long rally now. Needs to get braver. Still in the rally. They're back to the backhand cross-court duel. Inside-out forehand. There's the short ball. I don't know if this is going to bode well for Tiafoe. But in the end, the lob ended up being short and bounced out. Well, that was impressive. I'm not sure if Tiafoe can be going the distance this way. I even have question marks, to be honest, about Jannik Sinner. He looked tired after that rally. (30-15). And a fantastic swinger down the middle of the court. Sinner tried to get to it, could only find his frame. First of hard into the backhand return, pushing Tiafoe back, who was on his forehand, trying to add more power. The American, he went for power down the middle court, but he only found the outside of the singles court, behind the baseline. Still has another game point. Nothing wrong with that. 40-15 up, trying to be aggressive. Again, down the middle of the court, Sinner guessed right. That was a fantastic return. Inside in, forehand winner from Jannik Sinner. That's where it gets a little dangerous. Sometimes Tiafoe likes to play the topspin forehand, and then it just sits up nicely for Sinner. And yeah, that's exactly what happened now. Tiafoe guessed the wrong way. Sinner won the point. Good body serve. That's short. Goes aggressive with the forehand. Oh. So it looked out, but Sinner won the point. Oh my gosh. Millimeters in outside of the inner tram line. It was a short return, aggressive approach, cross court. Tiafoe used the forehand and then forehand passing shot. It's just not working. Even if Tiafoe wins one, the next point with approach shot, he's going to lose the next 3 or 4 afterwards. There's the lob, smash. There's that first point, winning at the net. Forced Sinner to play the lob. 2 points in a row. Tiafoe was attacking the net now. Just had a quick glance to his coach on the right, probably giving him some advice. Big serve onto the backhand, return so well, inside out. Forehand cross-court duel now. No one's changing direction, but there's an opportunity to play a drop shot. Sinner standing so far back. I didn't see it. Sinner's coming forward now. They're still going forehands. Cross-court Sinner changed direction onto the backhand side. Inside in now. Tiafoe finds great angle. Sinner scrambling, but can only hit the forehand high and out. Game point advantage for Tiafoe. That was great play. Oh, I just saw opportunities there, and maybe the coaches can advise him as well. I mean, Sinner's really, really quick. I don't know how confident Francis Tiafoe is playing drop shots. I see he tends to do it when he's running to the net and his opponent has played a drop shot against him. I just missed that first serve down the middle of the court. Second serve. Into the body, backhand return, right back at Tiafoe. They're in the backhand cross-court duel again. Backhand slice this time from Tiafoe. Inside in forehand from Sinner. He's pushed back. That was a good forehand cross-court from Tiafoe. Back into the backhand cross-court duel. This is some hard-hitting stuff. And a miss hit from Sinner. Tiafoe holds his game. What an important game. Wowza. That was terrific. And if he's going to change it up now, that's a great way. He lost his service game, the first game of the match, of the first set. And it just felt he didn't get out the blocks the way he wanted to. Sinner looked really, really good. But this now is very promising for Tiafoe. Wow. Just looking at Sinner's forehand, over the last 52 weeks, he's on an 8.8 on average. That's a quality that's out of 10. But in this match, it's 9.7. Just for you guys to have an idea of how good he's striking the ball, even though that last point ended up being Tiafoe's through a mishit forehand. Oh my gosh. Serve out wide, another ace. How many aces is this guy going to get today? Kick out wide to the back, and Tiafoe standing really far back. Too far, I think. If he keeps doing that, he's creeping closer now. Oh, inside out forehand winner. Tiafoe wrong-footed. 30 love. Just so good behind the serve. Sinner's able to control the point. Just looking at his serve quality, I mean, everything's above 9. Last 52 weeks, 8.4 for Sinner. But in this match is 9.5. This has been by far his best serving quality. That's, again, amazing. First serve down the T1 and backhand. Return lob is long. 2 game points, 40 love for who I think is now my favorite to win this, Jannik Sinner. Who can stop him? Oh, wow. Another ace. Tiafoe thought he was going to go down the middle. Jannik Sinner decided to go into the backhand side. Okay. Let's calm down a bit. That was rather easy for the number 2 seed. Winning his game to love. But it's still on serve. We've only seen 2 games in the second set. And I do feel that Tiafoe kind of struggled in that first game. He's got to change that around. He's got to make this easy now for himself. Send a message out to Jannik Sinner, telling him, you're not going to... Oh my word. Serve and volley attempt. What a forehand return winner down the line. Oh, I really thought that was going to be a good tactic. And it seems as though it was definitely part of the strategy in Tiafoe's camp. Drop shot. Hit the net. As Tiafoe slaps himself hard on the right thigh. Love 30. Oh my word. I mean, like, what is he going to do? I just feel that when he's attacking from the baseline and he has to figure it out, he has to anticipate when Jannik Sinner is going to just block the ball back. If it's going to be probably mainly on the backhand side. On the forehand, he's looking too confident. He's going to want to hit it. Then he needs to move forward. He can finish the point off then that way. But if he's waiting for short balls, even the serve and volley, I'm just scared if he should probably try a few more times, but it just seems like Jannik Sinner is just too strong. And he's guessing right every single time. He's a little bit under pressure here. Tiafoe is targeting the forehand. And a forehand slice from Sinner in the net. 15-30. Keeping the points short might also work in Tiafoe's favor. But Sinner's looking nippy around the court. He's quick. He's looking agile. He's going to chase those balls down. Shame. But this is really letting Tiafoe down. Hopefully I'm not going to say this for too long, but he's missing those first serves. Even though his second serves are pretty good. Return from Sinner. Incredible. Right in the feet of Tiafoe. Falling backwards. Couldn't control his backhand. My goodness. Again, break points. Sinner is as hot as the weather in Miami. Too good. Wow, what a return cross-court. Back into a neutral double-hand backhand cross-court duel. Inside-in forehand this time from Tiafoe. Sinner decides to go back to Tiafoe's backhand. Now cross-court forehand. And forehand in the net from Sinner. Still another breakpoint opportunity. It might inject a bit more confidence into Tiafoe's game if he can win this next point. But it really depends how he's going to do that. Man, he's got to get that first serve in. Now is the time. But where? It just looks like Sinner is reading Tiafoe like a book. Oh, there we go. Ace out wide. It's juice. Very, very important. Very important that he holds on to his service game. That's 2 in a row now. Wow, 4 aces for Tiafoe. Sinner's already on 10. Second serve. Sinner moves forward on the service line, inside out, backhand, return winner, Tiafoe, stranded in the middle of the court, looking like a spectator, ending up with his head looking into the heavens, rolling his eyes back. And it's the exact opposite. Tiafoe cannot read what Sinner's going to do next. Another break point, third one of this game. Sinner thought Tiafoe was going to go down the middle of the court, but Tiafoe hit his serve in the net. And double hand backhand in the net. Tiafoe throws his racket on the ground. Sinner gets the break. Too good right now from the Italian. Just looking too good right now. I think that break might have sealed the deal. Response from the American, throwing his racket on the ground, might be a sign that he's just given up. I hope not. I hope not. Sinner is looking fantastic. In the beginning, it was written in the group, this is gonna be a good match. I really thought Tiafoe was up for it. That's a tough one. I thought he was going to attack the net as well, and it was going to be tough for Sinner. Maybe approaching down the middle of the court could work, but Sinner is just, he has an answer for everything right now. Sanjay's right in the group, in the chat rather. Did you watch that, man? 170-kilometer forehand bombs from Arthur Fils against Tommy Paul. I didn't hear that, but he does. He has, I think, the fastest forehand right now on tour after a piece. My goodness. Yeah. I saw him blossom there in the Middle Eastern swing, but the final against Alcaraz, I mean, he was just, yeah. That was an incredible match. Tiafoe running for his life right now. Backhand cross court. That was good. And he needs to be brave. He needs to stick it to the man, because this man, Jannik Sinner, is on top form today. He has to just play out of his socks, Tiafoe. He needs to get to another level that everyone in the stands and everybody watching on TV has never seen before. If he's in for a chance, that was pretty good. He was under pressure, turned it around quite nicely. Sinner, probably a little bit in shock. Hit the unforced error, backhand. Kick onto the backhand return in the net. Slightly in the body of Tiafoe. Looked like he was hitting more down, but it makes sense. I mean, great camera work as well as behind Tiafoe. You really get a sense of how much bounce Sinner gets with his serve. Slice out wide, that's a short return. Inside out forehand, winner Tiafoe doesn't know what to do. After the short return, trying to bluff Sinner, move here, move there. Very impressive right now. Wow. Tiafoe. Just the expression on his face said it all. Unbelievable. Stunning ace down the middle of the court last year. Fils was in the finals here. Not wrong. He should win against Lechka, coach. Wow, another ace to wrap up his service game. I cannot see Tiafoe. I cannot see him breaking Sinner. We're 1.5 sets through, and why on earth would it change? Why on earth would Sinner just drop that level? First serve down the tee, back in return. Lob is high and long. 15 love. Here we go. Tiafoe, you got to own your service games. Maybe a little too late though. And kick on the backhand, slightly jammed on the body. Sinner hits his inside. In back in return in the net. Ashley Partridge, Tiafoe, come on. They're in a backhand cross-court duel. Tiafoe tried to change the direction, go down the line, but he only found the doubles court. Ashley Partridge, Sinner, just too good. Yeah, just too good. So sad. I'm not too sure. I think it's beautiful to see such pure tennis. Few unforced errors, few forced errors, a lot of winners. Drop shot from Sinner. That's quick from Tiafoe, but he's trying to be too fancy. Goes cross-court with angle and misses it. But Fis was not in last year's final. It was Djokovic. He lost to Menchik. He's looking great. Arthur Fis. I have to kind of agree with you there as well, though. I think he's going to beat Lehechka. He played well yesterday. His serve is really good. Maybe that will be the difference. Could be tight sets. And there we go. Tiafoe first serves in. Double hand backhand return is long. That's what he needs. More first serves in. But Yannick Sinner is still in the driving seat. I have to agree with you as well. Ashley's just not a fan of this. Tiafoe is getting outclassed. It seemed as though there was a game plan in Tiafoe's camp. And it was closing down the net as quick as possible. Putting pressure on Yannick Sinner. Maybe he's been attacking the forehand side of Yannick Sinner too much. Come to think of it now, maybe approaching on the backhand would be better. But I think Tiafoe also favors hitting that approach shot, especially when he has the forehand to go cross court. Yeah, Sinner going for the drop shots. There's been opportunities really. Tiafoe's been hitting so hard that it's forced Sinner back just so he can get his timing right. But yeah, well put, Ashley. It's just getting outclassed. I can't see Sinner dropping a game right now. I can't see him. I mean, we're in the moment. Anything can happen. Sinner's about to serve. He's hitting, I don't know, what is the statistic now? probably like one and a half aces a game. Where's he going to go? It's just either way, down the middle, out wide. Goes hard into the body this time. Good return from Tiafoe, deep. Now backhand cross court. Both of them. Feels like Tiafoe he had the pressure on Sinner. The pressure was on Sinner, and then he sliced his backhand out cross court. Why do you do that? Oh, ace down the middle of the court. Sinner, top class. What do you think? It's like bottle red. I don't know what that really means, Ashley. Sorry. Mid bolster red. Oh, another big serve down the middle. Oh, inside out forehand drive volley in the net from Sinner. Still has the confidence to pull that off. Another first serve down the middle of the court. Good defensive return from Tiafoe. Right back at Sinner. They're in a backhand cross-court duel. Oh, that was fantastic. There he had to move forward. One-hand backhand lob out by Sinner. It's off those shots. As soon as he knows or anticipates Sinner to play that backhand defensively like a block, that's when he needs to move forward. That's when he needs to get to the net. Well played by the American. Drop shot from Sinner was perfect. Tiafoe did slip, but I think he just cannot read Yannick, what he's going to do next. Sanjay writes in the group, Coach, Calais season is coming. It's going to be exciting. Yes. Sure will be. Yeah, a few things. I'm so impressed with this. Landaluce lost yesterday to Lehechka, but man, he got so far. For a Spaniard to get so far, qualifier as well. He's ranked 151 in the world. That's going to improve. But such a big serve on hard court. What's it going to be like on clay? Good body serve, cramming Tiafoe on the backhand. He goes for the slice cross court. Very defensive. He's slipping on that. He slipped again on the backhand side. And Sinner, unforced error, double hand backhand cross court. Makes a deuce. It's like really commentator's curse. I got to watch my mouth. I said I couldn't see Tiafoe breaking Yannick Sinner's serve. Well, this is definitely the tightest service game. Very quickly could just run away with it. But Tiafoe is starting to figure it out. Forehand in the net from Tiafoe. Advantage. My prediction, percentage rate increases on clay and decreases on grass. Okay. Ooh, forehand cross court in the net from Yannick Sinner. to deuce. I mean, yeah. I think Rude is going to do better on clay. I think Alcaraz is going to do better on clay. I think one thing is very exciting. When you mention clay, I just feel the warmth. I feel the summer. Oh, easy winner. That was a very short return. Defensive from Tiafoe. Inside out forehand winner from Yannick Sinner. Don't forget Francisco Cerundolo. Man, that forehand. Yeah, he's starting to find form probably at the right time. Double hand backhand in the net. Stuck like a statue, Tiafoe. Ah, definitely looks like it's going in one direction. I'm going to end the poll now. Not many voters, but that's okay. I think, yeah, most of you nailed it. Sinner, 82% of you think he's going to win. That was a slow first serve, maybe just trying to change the rhythm. Great forehand cross court from Sinner. Too much pressure. Tiafoe, forehand cross court in the net. Love 15. Okay, so that's going to be an interesting quarterfinals. Cerundolo against Zverev. Drop shot from Tiafoe. Double hand back it down the line. Lob from Tiafoe. Sinner's backtracking. Smash behind the baseline. Down the line with a lot of slice. Tiafoe is just going the other direction. Oh, beautiful placement. Oh, another forehand return cross court, but Tiafoe wanted to hit that tennis ball out of the stadium. Can you believe it? Most probably. 3 break points. Anything can happen, anything can change, but Sinner is basically, steamrolled over Tiafoe. Incredible. Double and backhand cross court with angle. It's probably going to go inside in. The court was open. Tiafoe smashed. Oh, I didn't even see the ball bounce. That forehand went miles out. 5-2. Sinner is just hungrier and really on form. And in about 90 seconds, the chair umpire is going to call time. Sinner's going to get up to serve for the match. And he's basically already got 1 foot in the semi-finals. I'm wondering who would be a better challenger for Yannick Sinner if he does get to the semi-finals. Zverev? Does he have a chance of beating Sinner? Cerundolo? I think if Cerundolo is on form, man, he can beat anyone on the day. It's good to see him progress so far in this tournament. Probably consider himself more of a clay court player, but he had some good seasons on hard courts as well. Let me know what you think. Well, that's what Ashley's thinking. Far too good. Far too good today. Yeah. Serving for the match, 5-2. Defensive double hand backhand return from Tiafoe. He's struggling on the forehand side now. What a forehand down the line. Unbelievable. Just shot by shot in that rally. Sending Tiafoe further out wide. And then, look at that. 30 winners today for Jannik Sinner. Tiafoe has only managed 7 to this point. Oh, and he hit Tiafoe. Drive volley down the middle of the court. It just seems as though Tiafoe has been guessing left or right. Just wasn't quick enough to get out the way. Got him on the left hip. Sinner's been hitting everybody. He did that against Mikkelsen as well in his match. Maybe a little unusual. First serve in the net, trying to go down the middle of the court. What aggressive kick serve. Oh my word. I mean, I almost feel the only thing that Tiafoe could do to win is that he has to hit all the lines. He just had to hit all the inner tram lines. And that was the way he was going to win. Incredible. 3 match points. And he finishes it off with an ace. Francis Tiafoe never pitched up today. There's all smiles and hugs at the net. But what can I say? Tiafoe picked up the wrong manual and totally misread Jannik Sinner the entire day. Jannik Sinner read Tiafoe like a book. 6-2, 6-2. In an hour and 11 minutes, the Italian has dominated the American, steamrolled over the American. Moses Ware, I miss Alcaraz. Sinner is doing well now. Congrats. That's nice. Good sportsmanship. It is strange that Alcaraz is not there, honestly. Fantastic from Sebastian Corda though. That was fantastic. He got his tactics right. That's just something that Tiafoe he never got started. Sinner, on the other hand, if he plays like this for the remaining of this tournament, I mean, who's going to stop him? I was asking, does Cerundolo have a better chance of beating Sinner in the semi-finals? Does Zverev have a better chance of winning? Oh my goodness. That was something though. My pleasure, Ashley. Oh, another great watch along. My pleasure, Sanjay. Very, very cool. Who's next on? We have Coco Gauff taking on Muchova. Tiafoe head down, making his way through the tunnel out of the stadium. And I probably need to get going to get that started as well. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. Still another match coming. It's the women's semi-finals. And I hope to see most of you there. And if you already are a subscriber, then thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. I'm sure you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. And hope to see you soon. The women's semi-finals will be starting in about 35 minutes. Or at least they'll be on court for the warm-up in 35 minutes. I think I'm going to try to start within the next quarter of an hour. No, I'd say in about 20 minutes. I'm going to start the next stream. So, hope to see most of you there. Ciao for now. Ciao, 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 ciao.